how are you approaching, or how did you approach the practice for Python/programming to modify exploits?
Okay, do you want the longer version or the shorter version of it?
Let's go the longer version, but not too long, if possible.
Okay. I'll try to be like.
It's all right. I've got a drink, so take your time.
Okay, so it was actually Python that got me into cybersecurity. So I started learning like Python a couple of years ago, started teaching myself Python, maybe it was 2015, I guess. And as I got into Python and then Linux stuff, it kind of naturally progressed into cybersecurity. When I looked into exploits, for example, like let's say I was doing a machine when I was practicing on Hack the Box, or if I'm doing challenges on Attack Defense Labs, which seems a far more realistic platform in terms of real world scenarios compared to Hack the Box and other platforms, it kind of progresses naturally. If you've been doing Python for a couple of years and you have developed some sort of automation in your thinking when it comes to programming, such as loops, conditional statements, and stuff like that, when you're looking into a Python exploit and you understand what the type of exploit is doing, you don't have to know what's happening at every line of code, but you would know where and what to modify in order to make your exploit work. Because more often than not, you have to modify some sort of things to actually make the exploit work. So I guess it's a matter of practicing Python when it comes to your ability to understand and modify exploits, and even develop your own scripts when it comes to penetration testing and bug bounty hunting. If you want to gain an edge over other cybersecurity professionals, take my Python for Pentesters course and learn how to leverage the power of Python in penetration testing and cybersecurity. Link in the description.
And with those scripts, would you recommend just like automating basic tasks first? So say you're writing a script to exploit a specific type of target. Would you maybe say, okay, we'll write a script that's going to automate as much of that process as possible, and just because it's an easy way to learn, do you think that would, be something that's quite useful in the real world?
Yeah, it is. Like for example, what I'm doing in bug bounty hunting, there's a lot of automation that you can build into the recon process, which is one of the first steps when you're assessing a target which has a bug bounty program. So for example, in let's say yahoo.com, for example, when you're doing recon, there are a lot of tools that are already made for recon. You have tools for subdomain brute forcing, you have tools for looking into Wayback Machine, you have tools for doing DNS stuff. If you know a little bit of Python or Bash, for example, you can actually put those tools together into a script and automate the process even further. Or you can build your own stuff from scratch, which I wouldn't actually go for it because there are so many good tools for subdomain brute forcing. For example, why would I reinvent the wheel? It might be a good exercise for your coding skills, but if you want to get stuff done, I'd rather be practical than reinventing the wheel, like I said.